Hello everybody, this is the Adventures of Nick and Willikins. So we left off at finding the guy that we need to use for the phone, right? So actually don't really know where is it right now, but we will get there. It's a very nice statue. Okay. Need to find some kind of photo. Maybe in a book? Okay, it's probable. Nick is there. It wasn't that guy. It wasn't... Yeah, there's some picture. Maybe there's something in the drawer.
That's not a drawer, it's just painted on.
Okay. So get bamboozled there. Some sleepers.
Hello, Sam. I mean, Max.
Ah, Max. I know that reference.
Ooh, brown.
The jokes are real. Kane's forward cane, okay.
This seems impractical.
This is like the Watson's hat. Pit helmet. Deer stalker.
From Master Nick's great white hunter phase, until he realized he was only one of those three things.
Deer stalker, okay. So there's a clock. Is there something here? Those a picture. Maybe there's something, but probably
Where there was
not.
one set of footprints, that's where I was carrying you. Inspiring.
Okay, antlers. Okay, it doesn't seem that there's anything here. What did I hide in my inventory? Clever book.
This was left by an activist of some sort. It appears to have been left here somewhere around the time our deceased friend arrived in the entrance hall. Typically I'd ignore such a person, but perhaps they have information useful to my investigation.
No, they don't. That was the vampire guy.
It seems that someone attempted to deliver a package around the time of the murder. I wonder if the delivery person saw anything.
Okay, it's all good.
It appears to have one of those bloody QR codes on it that everyone seems to think people actually use. This one looks more like an owl to me.
Yes, it does, bro. Okay. Is there a room where I haven't been yet? Huh. Okay. So, dining room, drawing room. I came from there, but just let's take last time one little peek. Maybe there's a book.
I fear I did all the reading I'm ever likely to do at Cambridge. Master Nick has threatened to have my eyes hobbled if I'm ever caught with a book. I'd prefer not to learn what he means by that if it's all the same.
Okay. Declined fall of Roman Polanski. The growth aunt. Okay, it's her. Just leave, bro. Window. To the window. Okay. There was nothing here. This guy that looks like maybe something changed?
This isn't a painting. It's a plant.
Plant. Yes, it is.
It's a door. We don't have a special word for door here. It's the same as your American doors.
Okay. So he's going to get there. Okay. Because I don't really know, maybe I have triggered something in the game, that something has changed. Oh, I have a hook. Nick Halmay's Sickle.
Much of this plan has yet to be incorporated, so this is useless as a map until the bloody thing is completed. Which, assuming this goes as Master Nick's other projects are gone, it never will be.
It's a maze that you can't finish. Okay. Okay.
Oddly, the puppet's lips never moved, but Master Nick's did.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, so can't really do anything here. It wasn't the horse. The gnome. Okay, what you gonna tell me, Dolphin?
I know how he feels. I want to vomit all the time, too.
God damn it, bro, why are you so... Okay, let's go. So... angry.
Hibiscus, she's the daughter of Plague in season 3.
How can I talk to her? Oh,
This has been struck by lightning 37 times, which is 3 less times than I have.
really? Where... does it seem some kind of reference? 37 times? Shit. Hedge, what is hedge?
This hedge maze began as a topiary animal, a very tall, very square
Oh, so that's the
snake.
maze.
Master Nick believes this is a TARDIS. A vast improvement over that time he believed it was a Portaloo.
TARDIS and Portaloo.
Come out here at once. Master Nick is in trouble, and I require your immediate assistance.
Well, I don't see what that has to do with me, but here I come.
Jump through the bush.
What can I do for
Aww.
you?
The proof of sanity. She seems kind of a witness.
You may have heard some commotion earlier. Nothing to be too concerned about. There's just been a murder.
Goodness!
Quite the opposite, in fact. In any event, I am endeavoring to discover precisely what happened, and I was
Oh,
wondering
no.
if you might offer some insight into...
She probably isn't.
If
a
you managed to
witness.
see any of the events that took place inside the hall earlier today.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Willikins. My duties do keep me pretty well occupied inside this maze.
I suspected as much.
However,
However, you say.
I did hear a delivery truck pull up around that time. I don't know if that's at all relevant.
It may actually be. Thank you, miss. You've been a tremendous help.
Could she have a motive? Because,
I have another question about the murder, specifically the motive. More specifically, why anyone might wish to kill the gentleman in question.
Couldn't say, sir. My only experience with killing involves weeds. And insects. And the occasional vole. Turns out I'm a much more experienced killer than I realized. Still, can't help you here though, I'm afraid.
okay, you can't help her. The proof of sanity. What is this?
Why would you build such an awful monstrosity as this?
Monstrosity! If you please, sir, I'm quite proud of the work that I've done here. And it's all to Master Nick's precise specifications. And now, as you're well outside the maze, I'm sure you can find your way back to the hall. I have much work to do here.
I have another question about the murder, specifically the murder weapon. You obviously deal with a number of rather lethal implements in your duties here.
Probably she
Could
is.
one of them have made a hole about 20 centimeters in diameter in a man's torso?
Nothing like that in here, Mr. Willikins. That sounds like a railroad spike or some such. But I know Master Nick cancelled the railroad maze and sent that crew home months ago.
Ah, yes, I'd almost forgotten about the railroad maze.
He likes the mazes, I see.
I have another question about the murder, specifically some way of providing proof of Master Nick's sanity.
Well, the proof's in the pudding, right? Isn't that what they say?
It is a thing that some people say, yes?
I'm afraid I may not be your best source for sanity, Mr. Willikins. But good luck with that.
That's exactly what Master Nick said.
Okay, I'm good.
junk wheels, they're for toll booths.
Code. Sign, what do we have here?
Dare you enter Nick Hall's
I'm
Maze
lost
of
in
Doom.
there, fellow.
So nice of Master Nick to offer a choice. He doesn't usually bother. I believe, in this
Failures,
instance,
that's
I
the
daren't.
incoming fiscal year,
I don't think you can even go into the maze.
begonias,
Yeah, dare to enter it. Funny. Okay, let's go back to the mansion. Probably need
marigolds, that's the gems. Like kind of fruit in.
check like on those items what I have right now. What can I do with them? The policeman said that he has a videotape or something. Okay, there's a guy. I can't touch him, but maybe I can. No, I cannot. What was that? Antelope. Let's talk to this one.
Master Nick planted the other antler in the back garden some time ago. And yet, no deer have sprouted in that spot.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why didn't it happen? Okay. Can I...
I can't see much point in doing that.
I do see some points. A few. Okay, that grandma is being there
Not actually the
together with
last
it.
unicorn, as seen in the book and the movie of the same name. This is, in fact, the penultimate unicorn.
Penultimate. What does that mean? What is that? Snooker table. Okay. I didn't talk to him when he put on the curtain, I think.
Excuse me, Master Nick.
Willikins, you heard that quirky detective. Stop running your bloody gob and go around to me of this crime. Also, I think he said something about a colouring book.
Ah, yes. My goals have indeed been clearly demarcated in the form of a child's activity book. Though surely you mean colouring, sir?
Why, what did I say?
All right, sir. That's about enough of you lounging about in there. I require you to come out immediately and help me determine what happened to the dead fellow downstairs. Well, that's more or less the reaction I expected.
He just continues playing. Sanity. You ask of the guy, is he sane? If he says he's sane, then he is sane, yes? That's how it works.
I don't suppose you have any sort of documented proof of your own sanity lying about, sir.
What makes you think I'm sane, Willikins?
Because that would diminish the very real struggle undertaken by genuinely mentally ill people. You're not insane, sir. You're just an arsehole.
I feel like I should be offended by that, Willikins. Am I offended by that?
Oh, probably, but then you noticed something shiny and forgot all about it.
Forgot all about what?
So, the proof of insanity, so it's needed because only insane people would kill somebody, or because in the court insane people would go to the different place, not the prison, asylum or something. That's why it's needed, because otherwise I don't see the reason for it at all.
Sir, is there any chance you saw anything relating to the murder downstairs? I realize it's a bit of an inconvenience to ask, but this may help prevent you from being England's first victim of capital punishment since Harold Wilson was Prime Minister.
Was Harold Wilson sent to the gallows? Core, I knew the Beatles were cross with him in that Taxman song, but I didn't realise they had the power to order someone dead.
Never mind. I'll sort this one out myself, then.
Knock yourself out, Willikins. Only do try not to knock yourself out. With you unconscious, I wouldn't have anyone to summon to clean up your worthless body.
Okay, the motive.
Sir, do you know any reason why someone might have murdered the gentleman in our entrance hall?
Is this like in weddings when the vicar asks if anyone has any reason why these two shouldn't be wed?
Almost nothing like that, sir.
Can't help you then, mate. Also, you're not my mate. I don't know why I just said that.
I don't know why you say most things, sir.
I think
I
it
see
has
some
something to do with
sharp
Free Willy.
object under the bed. Or is it just me?
Sir, the corpse in our entrance hall.
I thought it was a foyer. Foyer? Foyer. God, how do you say that anyway?
We'll circle back to that. My concern is the gaping hole in said corpse, and I was hoping you might have some insight as to what may have created it.
Willikins, what have I told you about hope?
You say that hope is the thing with feathers, and I should consider myself allergic to feathers.
Too right.
Except when I'm tending to your pet budgie.
And the budgie's the exception that proves the rule, isn't it?
Okay.
Willikins, stay out of there. That area is off limits to you.
But there's something sharp there. Okay. Where's the dog now? Is he sleeping?
The dog's bed costs more than I make in a decade. So naturally the little bastard hasn't touched the thing in at least as long.
So the dog is the killer. Okay. I can go talk to the grandma. What is that? Okay, doesn't matter right now. Okay, grandma, help me.
I see you managed to avoid being murdered. Perhaps our mysterious assailant believed you were already dead.
Oh, I do enjoy our Faulty Towers' banter, don't you?
What is that? Oh.
Miss Petunia, Mum, if it's not too much trouble, I require the name of one of Master Nick's ancestors.
Ooh, is this for some little project you're working on?
The project of exonerating his lordship of the murder charges, yes.
Well, let's see. There's me, of course.
Yes, I know that one.
But not in the biblical sense, eh, lad? Not due to a lack of trying on my part.
Rather. Could you perhaps provide me with a second name, Mum? Any ancestor at all will do.
What am I, a bloody gynecologist?
I believe you mean genealogist?
I'm not one of them neither. Go look at a painting or something. The hole's full of them. Surely one of those pictures is of someone we're related to.
Yes, well, thank you for your... I hesitate to say help, but in the absence of a more accurate word, it'll have to do.
But goddammit, I went through all of the paintings, I think. Let's be polite once. Let's see where that gets us.
Excuse me, Mum. Sorry to interrupt, but there's been this murder.
Oh, there's a lot of murders in there. World's a right horrible place it is. Not like in my day.
Horrible.
In my day, people was more likely to drop dead of black lung or the influenza. Spanish influenza, of course.
I can deduce from this somewhat problematic answer that you did not see the murder which took place 2 rooms from this very location.
Well reasoned.
Oh, that wasn't interesting.
It has come to my attention that you have the official certification of Master Nick's sanity. In order to exonerate his lordship, I shall require this paperwork at once.
I shall require a sensual back rub, but I don't see no Fabio here to deliver me one. Stop wasting my time, you less interesting lurch.
This grandma has game.
I must insist that you hand over Master Nick's sanity certificate at once.
And I must insist you stop whispering things in my ear that ain't sweet nothings.
Okay.
Perhaps, painful as it might prove to be in the short term, I should attempt a friendlier approach next time.
I don't like friendly approach.
Just hurry up and get through this, Willikins. It's for the greater good. Just lie back and think of England. Good morning, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, is it?
That, and so much more. I scarcely have the words to fully quantify your loveliness, my dear.
Well, perhaps you'd have learned them if you hadn't gone to bloody Cambridge.
Indeed. So, my lovely, would it be too out of line to request a very small favor from the most stunningly gorgeous creature I've ever laid eyes on?
You may.
Well, I suppose not. But you'll have to do something for me.
Oh.
Name it
getting
and
hot
it's
right
yours.
now.
Anything for you.
Oh, give us a little turn round.
I beg your pardon?
Just give us a good look at the whole package, if you gets my meaning. Nice and slow.
Very well.
Ooh, delightful. That one's going in the old WB, I can assure you.
WB, Mum?
The second word is bank. First word rhymes with that. Now let's see. I hid that paper some time ago
I
for
didn't
young
get it.
Nick's own protection, and I wrote down where I hid it on this paper. Here you are, dear.
This
Ranking
appears to be in
bank.
some sort of code.
I don't know.
Yes, that's right. I used a decoder ring I got from an American cartoon show I rather fancy. Unfortunately, I lost that ring, so you'll have to get another. But that shouldn't be too difficult for the likes of you.
I wouldn't have expected you to be a fan of American cartoon programs, miss.
What you don't know about me could fill a bloody town, boy. Now, bugger off. I'm done with you now, and I've important business to attend to here.
Okay. Some TV. What do we have here?
It's stuck on the channel that tells you what's on the other channels that aren't this one.
Arsenal's with super down as the cheeky burgers. Give me paper. Jeremy Clarkson apologized.
Until someone can get out and fix the satellite aerial, I'm afraid this is our only option.
Well then, go ahead and bloody fix it already.
Okay, what do I have here? Note.
This is, allegedly, the location where Miss Petunia hid the certification of Master Nick's sanity. For reasons that are probably clear to her, it's written in a code that can only be deciphered using a special decoder ring from an American television program.
God damn it, where do I get that? So I need... So she said in one of the paintings...
A thrilling depiction of that time some blokes threatened a vicar with a cannon and also sang a song to him. Some conspiracy nutters believe there's a cryptic message of some sort hidden in this illustration.
Okay, so... He's still playing the game. What does the gargoyle say?
Hello, Rick from the Young Ones.
Black wig.
Master Nick likes to pair this one with his strangely erect necktie.
Strangely erect necktie. Bedroom. I don't need bedroom. I need a ring decoder and ancestor. Okay. Entrance to the hall. We go to the hall. Okay. I haven't seen this yet.
There was once a descriptive audio service that accompanied this painting, filling the hall with a constant ear-piercing howling. Somehow it became disengaged. Who knows how these things happen? Master Nick modeled for this one by pressing his face against the screen door.
Okay, one of the paintings. I can't believe this is not it. Oh, it is him. It's just with the... Okay. Somehow looked much older there. Where else could I get? This is probably not it.
Master Nick was rather proud that he could locate his own ear, so we marked the occasion with a statue.
Okay, and this?
Somewhat surprisingly, the musculature of this statue is in no way exaggerated.
There is a west wing? Oh, pillar, okay.
This one is Old Lefty.
And this is all righty? Okay. I didn't know you can go there. Or you can't. You can't?
The west wing is approximately 80% asbestos, by design, so it's probably best to steer clear of that.
So there's nothing there.
The grounds of Nick Hall are currently under extensive renovations in keeping with Master Nick's latest pet project, the Hedge Maze of Doom.
Where nobody can enter and nobody can't leave because nobody's seen it. Oh, it's good enough. Okay. What have I missed? God damn it, this isn't easy. Big leaf? Okay.
Yuck.
Yeah, let's go to the dining hall. If I can't get this, I need to... It's probably something obvious, but god damn it. Where is it? Wine cellar. Scumble, what is this?
It's made of apples. Well, mostly apples.
Okay.
Stuck away in storage when Master Nick couldn't work out how to type with them on. We used to store this on a top shelf, but it kept rolling down and hitting Master Nick on the head, concussing all manner of alternate personalities into him.
Yeah.
Technically, this is the sequel, Mannequin 2 on the Move. The original was, as is so often true, far superior. This would be tree number 36, I believe. I finally convinced Master Nick that the Victorian practice of decorating with working candles was, to put it mildly, unsafe.
Well, you risk it
A
for
gift
the
from our
biscuit.
neighbor who claims to be in the sanitation industry.
Okay. Barrels.
These are for purely scientific purposes. They contain molasses, and they're only to be used in January.
Seems like a lot of useless information.
Every time I straighten that, Master Nick comes down here to crooked it. It's the only time he ever comes down here.
So I feel like I'm out of options, so I need to start using some of these This is probably when he gets crazy. What does this do? No, I just wanna...
Tempting though it might be to consume this myself and end my misery, I believe this poison only works on rodents.
Okay, can I use it?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. There's a rat, but what will he give to me?
I find it useful to keep something living down here to indicate if, or more correctly when, there's been a gas leak.
Okay.
One must admire its directness, I suppose. Left over from Master Nick's short-lived cowboy phase, I lost count of the times I ended up hog-tied by this wretched thing. Not the magic kind, I'm afraid.
Magnet? Why is it written magnet?
Not that I can possibly imagine ever requiring the assistance of emergency services around here. But better safe than sorry.
Magnet. Sticky note. So these are all written correctly. And this is magnet. Okay, what do we have here?
That detective fellow gave me this. It's meant to track my progress in gathering the 4 elements that can exonerate Master Nick. Motive, murder weapon, proof of sanity, and a witness.
Okay.
As of now, I've managed to locate none of them.
Indeed. I'm on track. Delivery notice.
It seems that someone attempted to deliver a package
okay,
around the
I'm
time of the
sorry.
murder. I wonder if the delivery person saw anything. It appears to have one of those bloody QR codes on it that everyone seems to think people actually use. This one looks more like an owl to me.
The rope I did. The maze.
It seems to have flown off the handle. I can relate, little garden implement.
So it seems like nothing of this helps me.
I should really get up there with a broom, but I keep hoping a life-saving message might appear in it one day. I got 20% off this mattress using a code I heard on a podcast.
Okay, what is here?
Great.
What else? Collins mustard, beans. Okay. Garbage bin. Have they really made that there's a lot of things that don't do anything? Like this garbage bin. I did talk to this, and I did talk to the other guy. What was this lady?
An ancient ancestor of Master Nick's,
Ah,
with
it's
whom he was
ancient.
also once romantically involved. Our history, like the history of most great English
Yeah.
families, is complicated and a bit incestuous.
AT?
Master Nick typically dines alone and seats himself here at the head of the table. On occasion, he'll ask me to join him at what he calls the arse of the table.
I was hoping that there's like be 2 initials and he will remember. Maybe. There's like maybe his father is sitting or something. can't go there, that's sad. So she wanted me to get the lion witch and the very big fish. Some kind of ring. Maybe you want this.
Not the magic kind, I'm afraid. Yet another view of Master Nick's so-called hedge maze of doom. Particularly foreboding in this light, I'd say. The official name for these is Other Swords. I suppose that helps distinguish them from the, other swords.
Okay. So attack to that. I might call the vampire guy, maybe he has motive and stuff.
In theory, this mobile phone is a vast improvement over the old landlines. But this model won't stay charged for more than 15 seconds, so it might as well be a bloody landline.
I just want to use it, thank you. Was this the... No, it's Inspector, this is the guy.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not put myself through that again.
Okay. Sadly, this isn't what I need, the slippers. So the phone goes there, rope, ball, save the planet, Retox, prescription pills. Where could I use the ball or the rope? Ball or the rope? Ball or the rope? Can I like throw it out because it's garbage?
No.
No, he has a point. Antlers. Maybe I can take the toilet paper. Probably not. Boggerel. Okay.
Quadruple ply. We do live extravagantly.
Quadruple ply. Wow. Very strong. Engraving. That's sign for a Nick. So Nick might be the crazy one. I can't really find what I'm looking for. The gun is broken. Flowers. Fuck the flowers. Huh, what else? What else? What do we have else? We have... Okay.
Theoretically, this is for sitting in. But I'm the only person who ever visits this room, and I'm forbidden to sit. So I'm not sure what its actual purpose is.
Decorations, my friend. Decorations. So... in these kind of games, sometimes you just don't have like one piece of the puzzle and you're stuck forever and ever.
Best to leave that where it is. It's a load-bearing muppet.
Do you want some prescription pills?
I can't see much point in doing that.
You don't, but I do. Okay. Eat ball.
I'd rather not if it's all the same. I can't see much point in doing that. No.
Not getting any bright ideas there. God damn it, that annoying grandma didn't help me at all.
Could you remind me again why I can't read this note that says where Master Nick's sanity certificate is?
Because it's in a secret code. Cool, you act like that's not a thing that regular people do all the time every day. Because it is, you know.
Could you remind me again why I can't read this note that says where Master Nick's sanity certificate is?
Because it's in a secret code. Cool, you act like that's not a thing that regular people do all the time every day. Because it is, you know.
Hello again, my dear.
Oh, with talk like that, you're liable to melt the lead paint right off my knickers.
Yes, rather.
Lead paint. Jesus.
Could you remind me again why this note you gave me is not so much decipherable as it is the opposite of that?
It's in a secret code. Like what the lovely Alan Turing used in the war. I used to babysit that clever little bugger when he was a nipper.
Good lord, exactly how old are you?
A lady never tells, Mr. Willikins.
Why on earth would you have written this note in secret code? Honestly, sometimes I believe this entire family exists solely to make my life more difficult.
Oh, so you've seen our family crest, then?
Alice.
Reading all these books is kind of a waste of time. Nothing interesting here.
Really? Tusk. Hovers the bomb lady's tired. The importance of being unique. Okay. They have books about themselves, why? Okay, I need the code. Need to find some kind of book somewhere. Maybe it's in the kitchen, some kind of dirty goods, dry goods, herbs. Doesn't look like it. But I see that there's something there. How can I remove them? Does it look... Can I clean them or something?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. game, please help me out there. And there is no book here.
You can't see it from this angle, but they say Hamdingers on the side.
Hamdingers.
Master Nick believes this is my favorite toy, but it
Okay.
doesn't even squeak.
Science bigot.
Strategically placed to drip directly on my face whilst I sleep, regardless of the angle.
Oh, he sleeps there. Oh, that's quite sad. There is no way for me to open it, so I guess I would
I
have.
don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time.
Have unlimited time, bro, but I do not have it. Mannequin.
Don't know why that dog's so unhappy. It makes more in a year than I do. This used to open, revealing a button that did nothing. Mercifully, it's since been sealed shut. I applaud their efforts, but I dare say I've overcome significantly heartier barriers to my duties. I don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time.
Very limited. Rope. Maybe I can give her the sight. Bird's nest.
I've always thought this thing was a bit unsettling, but I'm also fairly certain that there should be two of them. Surely one of them didn't just get up and walk away, though, did
I
it?
did that already.
And do I actually want an answer to this question?
Okay.
Morning glory, that's for I want to eat. No, late evening failure.
Shit.
Coronation, that's for breakfast.
I used to talk to myself whilst I worked, until Master Nick threatened to have my larynx removed. Actually, he threatened to have my onyx removed, but one assumes that's what he actually
That's what
meant.
someone else pronounced blimey.
Onyx, okay.
Would you please come out again so I can speak with you?
What can I do for you?
I can't give her anything.
Columbine, that's too soon.
Here just...
Neither rain, nor snow, nor glom of knit will keep me from fetching Master Nick's very important hardware store circulars.
Oh, rosemary's for remembrance. Geraniums, I believe, are radioactive.
Geraniums? She thought I mean Germanium. Okay. It's a vase, because I...
There's nothing particularly special about this one either, except that this one is a vase.
Not vase, but vase. Okay. Okay, let's try the phone again. I don't really know.
to Stuff Bringers Intercontinental. Do you have the delivery slip that the driver left behind?
I have, yes.
And could you describe to me the animal that the QR code on the slip most closely resembles?
An owl. Definitely an owl.
Good, good. Right, now then, what is your postcode?
Of course. Our postcode is 00D4L4Y.
Good, good. Now then, I'll need the name of 2 of any of the recipient's direct ancestors.
What is that? How did I get her?
Lady Beatrice. Her painted likeness smiles upon me every time I pass through our dining room.
Oh!
Excellent, sir. That was all I required.
Oh, really? Only that?
I shall now connect you to the delivery driver you're trying to
So-
reach. Please hold.
The game probably
Very well.
triggered too late because I already pushed on the painting, I think, before. So I pushed on the painting, then I came back.
Stuff Bringers Intercontinental, this is Deirdre. How may I help you?
Oh, no. Hello again, Deirdre. I thought I was to be connected to the delivery driver.
Yes, speaking. A lady can drive a truck and answer phones, you know.
I suppose you truly can have it all, then. Listen, there was a rather unpleasant incident here at the hall this morning, and I was wondering if you'd seen anything untoward during your visit.
You mean the murder?
Yes, that is exactly what I mean.
As it happens, I did see the incident, yes, sir. However, in order to provide you with further details, I shall need you to fill out Inquiry Form 6B and speak with my manager.
And the manager
I'm
is
just fooling
shitty.
with you, sir. What, do you need me to call the police and promise to report what I saw as an official witness?
That would be wonderful, yes, thank you. And if it's not too much trouble, could you tell me what you saw first?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, sir.
The
Goodbye!
dog. Really? That's all. They were lucky. Okay, okay. That music was more saddening than made me happy. Okay, I need to find some kind of ring. With zero idea where it might be. Grandma, help me again, please. Please, Grandma, do it for... What's the difference between this and this?
They say Master Nick's good great-aunt Petunia once had tea with Queen Victoria, which, for those of you who haven't memorized the British monarchs, makes her extremely old.
Yeah, we get the joke. The proof of sanity. Polite.
Miss Petunia, Mum, perhaps you're familiar with the murder that's recently taken place?
No, it's not ringing any bells.
Really? You didn't hear the scream? The stabbing? The subsequent arrival of not one but 2 investigators?
I'm a good little doggy.
I thought we'd agreed we weren't making any further Monty Python references.
No, but don't get that one.
In any case, I can assume that, since you weren't aware of the murder itself, you can't possibly know why anyone would have had motive to murder the dead gentleman in question.
Right, what you said.
Could you remind me again why I can't read this note that says where Master Nick's sanity certificate is?
Because it's in a secret code. Cool, you act like that's not a thing that regular people do all the time every day.
I pushed this already.
Because it is, you know.
Why on earth would you have written this note in secret code? Honestly, sometimes I believe this entire family exists solely to make my life more difficult.
Some kind Ellen, but...
Oh, so you've seen our family crest then?
Okay, friendly.
Hello again, my dear.
Oh, with talk like that, you're liable to melt the lead paint right off my knickers.
Knickers?
Yes, rather.
Give it to me.
Could you
baby.
remind me again why this note you gave me is not so much decipherable as it is the opposite of that?
It's in a secret code. Like what the lovely Alan Turing used in the war. I used to babysit that clever little bugger when he was a nipper.
Good lord, exactly how old are you?
Alan
A lady
Turing.
never tells, Mr. Willikins.
Zero idea where can I find that. I don't know why it still doesn't finish it. The weapon. Politely.
Pardon me, Mum.
What is it?
You may be aware of the corpse in our entrance hall.
Not so much aware as unaware, I'd say.
Yes. Well, there appears to be a hole directly in the center of the body, about 1 foot in diameter. I don't suppose you'd have any idea what might cause a wound like that?
Certainly nothing I could comfortably reference in a family-friendly setting, eh?
I'll just mark that down as a no, then.
Oh, that grandma is nasty. Can't get the sanity out. What do I need to do here? I say politely, she doesn't. I say friendly, aggressive, it doesn't matter. So I might need... I could check internet, but it doesn't help me because I need to find it in the game. So what do we have right now? We have only one thing. We have...
That detective
Okay, we have...
fellow gave me this.
Can I back? Okay. We have one of it. Can I call the detective guy again? Or something? Maybe he could have... Let's call the detective guy. Maybe he knows something more than I do. What was this? So was that? This is detective guy.
You've reached the offices of Clever Ruse, home of the great detective Clever Ruse. Speaking to you now is the great detective himself, Clever Ruse.
Mr. Ruse?
Call me Clever.
Rather. I was wondering if you could provide me with more information.
Inquire away.
About the motive.
In order to determine why a person was killed, you must discover who they were. What were they about? Did they have any enemies who would benefit from their death? These are all excellent questions. I know this because I asked them.
How do I can know anything about... I need to go back to the that guy?
About the murder weapon.
It's you that's supposed to be providing this information to me, not the other way around, boy.
I'm in my 60s.
It's quite likely the item in question is still there in the hall someplace. Have a look round in all the most likely hidey holes, and you'll probably find the murder weapon.
Okay.
About the proof of sanity.
What do I look like? A mental health professional?
Well, I try best not to generalize about such things.
A good detective always generalizes. We'd never get anything done if we weren't willing to cut those intellectual corners. Bring to mind the things you associate with psychiatry. Oedipal complexes, incurring the wrath of Tom Cruise, life-stabilizing medications, and work backwards from there.
Life stabilizing. Okay. But if he has the medication, then he's probably not that stable.
Thanks, Willikins. Proper mental care is no joking matter.
Indeed, sir. We shan't be making snarky comments about that.
Too right.
That's worked. Okay, can I speak to you now?
Sir, I must insist that you allow me to look under your bed.
Willikins, I've decided to try being indecisive. I always wanted to be a logical paradox.
Really, sir? Is that what you've always wanted to be today?
And so, in answer to the question, may I look under the bed, I say to you, I don't know.
You don't know?
That's right.
Sir, you realize I'm doing all of this to exonerate you of the rather serious murder charges that are currently hanging over you.
Then you better help me make up my mind quickly, hadn't you?
Very well. Yes, I may look under your bed.
Not good enough. I need you to introduce some kind of random element. A device of some sort that will make the decision for me in a satisfyingly unpredictable fashion.
Sir, you're just needlessly complicating things at this point.
Oh, you always say that. Now off you go.
So, when I was asking him about the sanity, he said, am I insane? So I needed to give him the pills. So that's kind of cool way to do it, but I didn't get
Sir,
it.
it may please you to know that a lady from a delivery service of some kind has agreed to serve as a material witness in the forthcoming murder investigation.
Why on earth would you think that would please me? You clearly don't know anything about the sort of things that please me. Like ice lollies and boiled sweets.
How very English of you, sir.
Yeah, so I thought so.
Okay, can I look under the bed now?
Well, you can stay out of there. That area is off limits to you.
Oh, so I need to... Rope? Maybe you like rope?
No.
Rope you don't like. Some random element.
Well, you can stay out of there. That area is off limits
What
to
is
you.
a random... Okay, I'm gonna try everything because god damn it, bro. No, don't leave. Brother! Can't use the mouse. Brother, don't leave. So, you want a random element. Rat poison seems as random as it can be.
I can't see much point in doing that.
Yeah, it is. Where's the dog? Rope I can't use, okay.
Willikins, are you trying to trick me into cramming that into my mouth? Because I read on the internet that you have to break a jar to get one of those out, and I simply don't have time for that today.
Okay. What else do I have? This side?
I don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time.
But I don't have anything else. Or maybe you know about this.
Bit of a reach, don't you think?
Reach? I don't know. He's crazy. He might know this.
No.
No. I want to see what's there.
Well, you can stay out of there. That area is off
God
limits to
damn
you.
it, never lucky. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the hall, try to find the mysterious murder weapon. Hall is here. Okay. So it said that it could be... Oh, it might be the little... No, this way is... No. No. The ballroom, no.
Just a vase, nothing special about it. No, thank you.
Okay.
I'd rather not if it's all the same. There's nothing particularly special about this one either, except that this one is a vase.
It said it still might be in the hall.
I can't see much point in doing that.
I feel so stupid. I'm doing something totally wrong. Post.
I dare say he looks familiar, but it's difficult to tell with him lying face down like that. Also, I'm certain I don't know any corpses.
Can we, like...
I'd rather not if it's all the same.
How can I... cut that?
Bit of a reach, don't you think?
No.
I believe this one is called The Unicorn is in Captivity and Wishes It Was Still Dead.
He said it's in the hall.
Exquisite.
But I don't see anything here. So, maybe here? So it's not that.
This isn't a painting, it's a plant.
Yes, bro. Yes. We know it. What's the point of this if it does nothing? He said it's in the hall. Look around. Maybe in that hall. And I think he used the gnome. The pointy head of his. That's the right
This
point.
one is New Lefty. No, I don't get it either.
This is lefty and this is the new lefty. Okay. The candle.
What, are you expecting it to sing a little song? This isn't France. I do hope we've been very clear on that point.
Dining room, drawing room. Delivery notice. I can use it.
No, thank you.
I don't think there's any. I think this is it, but I can't find it. I'm almost sure that it's the gnome that killed it, but god damn it, where is it?
I don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time.
I know it isn't. Makes sense because there's. It's been lost, yeah? And it's very near. Where could it be? Inside? It looks enough space to be inside. Can I look? I can't. Ropes.
No.
No, of course no. has to be here.
I'd rather not if it's all the same.
God damn it, where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Well, at least I know what I'm looking for, but I think I would already found it if it was that easy.
I can't see much point in doing that.
Do you need this?
I'd rather not if it's all the same.
You don't need this. Can I open it somehow? Probably not.
Poppies are rather lovely, aren't they?
Okay, he went there, but I didn't want it. Dolphin.
I'd rather not if it's all the same.
It's all the same, bro. Doesn't make sense. The bird's nest. Can I rope it?
This is where the birds live.
They do.
Bit of a reach, don't you think?
Yeah, it's pretty high. Okay, to save the planet. I call this.
No, thank you.
Not even the gnome knows what to do. Probably the grandma did it. She seems kind of suspicious. She didn't want to tell me anything and talks in a riddly way. Maybe somewhere here.
No.
Grandma, do you want 8-ball?
No, thank you.
No, she does not want it. Okay, can I... There's a lot of books, maybe he's gonna trigger?
I'd rather not if it's all the same.
Okay. She's probably reading the book about herself because she's that old that she has to remember what happened to her. Okay, the book. What else can we like?
I can't see much point
I
in doing
think she
that.
would like that a lot. What isn't it? Okay. T.
Miss Petunia has threatened castration if I so much as go near her cuppa. I assume she means me, but I'd rather not find out, to be honest.
Okay. Would you like some rat poison?
Bit of a reach, don't you think?
It is a bit of, but... Killer, be killed, bro!
It's stuck on the channel that tells you what's on the other channels that aren't this one.
Battle Gear QI series, carry on, the Darmus.
Until someone can get out and fix the satellite aerial, I'm afraid this is our only option.
Well then, go ahead and bloody fix it already!
Okay, maybe I need to fix the satellite. How do I do that? Maybe on the television there will be the code? That might be kind of legit. There goes the cable.
And Rose's... I don't think Rose is holding this picture.
Okay, okay. We're getting there. Only... Okay, rope.
Bit of a reach, don't you think?
Yeah, it is probably. What else can I do?
I can't see much point in doing that.
I understand. Me too. If there was something that I could do. Sickle.
Rosemary?
No, thank you.
I can't recall what Rosemary's Jonquils, they're for toll booths.
Would you please come out again so I can speak with you?
Anything else to tell me?
What can I do for you?
Probably not. Not. Okay.
Lime blossom.
God damn it, this is... I probably overlooked something. I probably can pick up some
Cereals,
stuff.
that's the good luck.
Just to...
Yeah.
Cause I have this 8-ball like forever. It's like the kitchen is the place. Let's check this first. No.
Behold the thylacine. Alright, I'm beholding. Now what?
You're beholding antelope billiard course. I've clicked on everything already, I think, so many times.
Say this for Master Nick. He's a stickler for symmetry, fearful or otherwise.
Okay, lion, the gun. Can't do anything with the gun, the cup. Okay. The antler. Okay. No. No. Go to the dining. I think this is the place where I might find something. Chair. No. No. Need something. Okay. Give me something, brother. Okay. Okay, clean dishes. Oh, God damn it, don't leave me. No. Recipe, no. Cooked them. Okay, some dishes. Salt and pepper, dish soap. Okay, that's not the thing that I need. Okay. No. Walk. Walk, 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 walk. Walk. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Come here. No. Eggs, milk. No.
Master Nick's Thursday menu does indeed allow for this particular ingredient.
Okay, okay. We got something. Okay, be careful. No. Marmot, no. No. No, brother. Spotted dick. What? Spotted dick.
Keep your filthy jokes to yourself, please. We try our best, despite appearances to the contrary, to maintain an air of dignity here.
Okay. Some ice for a good price. I can't really see what I have there because of my camera, but it looks like there's nothing. Yeah, there's... Okay. 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 It's a little bit awkward with the clicking. Oh! No, it's not. God damn it already. Beans. Pickles. I can't take pickles. Okay, that's all that I got right now. I have some sausage.
Now why on earth would I want to do that? I shall indeed require that knife to assist me in the preparation of Master Nick's ridiculous breakfast. But first, per his lordship's instructions, I must locate and combine 2 approved food items.
2. This means there's 2 more items here somewhere.
It would appear that a brand new pair of rubber gloves, or hand wellies as Master Nick calls them, has fallen into the bin.
Oh! Very nice! Very nice. I needed that. Okay, I might get something here, not garlic. I might get sack potatoes. Get the fish. There's something else I can get. God damn, I have clicked the shit out of
Good.
I want this, but I can't get it. Gloves, that's super duper. Let's check under. Wait, this wasn't anything. Okay. Some crates, straws, pillow, poster, sign. Okay, let's go to the dead guy. He did not say no.
I can't quite reach to turn him over, but I did manage to dislodge the man's wallet.
Okay.
There's very little in here. The identification says his name is... oh, it's Errol.
Errol.
The general ruffian and ne'er-do-well who frequently burgles our home. There also appears to be a note here that says, "In case of emergency, call this number." Well, that certainly sounds like a clue.
Okay, let's go top. Have only 1 food item, but can try anyway. Because I could not find anything better.
Your breakfast, sir.
Willikins, a palate as advanced as mine is not interested in the taste of one food. I told you to combine them.
Okay,
Willikins, let me put this in a way you'll understand. Go downstairs and prepare me some proper brekkie.
Brekkie. Okay, very nice. Firstly, we are going to call this guy. Finally, some action, baby.
Hello, this is Nick.
Sir, I'm trying to determine who may have had a connection to the body in our entrance hall. Why on earth would you be answering a number that I found in the deceased's pocket?
Errol. As you know, Willikins, Errol's my friend. But I did tell him that he'd better not rob us again or I'd bloody kill him.
Sir, you've put me in a very awkward position here, because I do appear to have found a motive for Errol's murder. However, that motive belongs to you.
Finally, you did something right.
No, sir, this means you're still very much a suspect.
Well, obviously you're not going to say that to the detective, since you're duty-bound to protect me. So, I don't know, tell him someone else had a motive. I'm sure you can make up some lie or another. You somehow convinced my family you were a decent butler when you arrived, so you're obviously extremely skilled at deception.
Very nice. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. So I need the part of the insanity. I need to make some food for him.
I hate this thing. It knows why.
What?
I'm honestly not sure if Master Nick has found a dog food that strongly resembles diamonds, or if he's trained his mangy little dog to actually eat diamonds. Neither would surprise me.
Okay. So I have this meat. Can I combine it with anything?
Now, why on earth would I want to do that?
But how can I? If I found it too late, can I? Oh, I can.
I won't deny that the thought of poisoning Master Nick has occasionally crossed my mind, but I would never actually go through with it. Probably. Almost certainly.
Okay. Maybe toothpaste or something. Don't go away. Bin, I can't. Towel, I can't. Bottle.
Full of shredded newspaper.
That's my medically prescribed confetti. You leave that alone.
Okay. Toothbrush. Look. I need something else to give him to combine antlers, bottle, rubber ducky. Where is it? Okay, it isn't here. Big roll. Okay, we're gonna leave. Gargle. How many times can I? Socks, okay. Pants, okay. Shirts, okay. Laundry. What did I just get? What?
It's for marking pattern notations on fabric in white. I'll just draw myself a straight path to the center of the maze. And that's center and not center, obviously. I've discreetly drawn myself a path directly through the hedge maze in hopes of bypassing my inevitable demise therein. Yes, of course, that's brilliant! That will solve all my current problems. Wait, no, sorry, it won't work at all. I don't know why I said that.
That seemed kind of correct, yeah. Maze. What else can I do? But I did find that. What does this do? So I have some kind of maze paper. She's not going to tell me who it was. I need to probably find some food. Okay, let's go at it again. Finding mouse.
I believe that mouse is made of fondant. Master Nick occasionally makes me taste them to be certain. No, thank you.
What do I do with this? Okay. Pig?
He's dead and his eyes are closed, but I still feel like he's watching me.
Each time there's more and more things in this game. God damn it. I hate that items that you...
I don't feel that this is a good use of my rather limited available time.
Cheese, maybe. I don't know. There's so much items. Can't use it on cheese. Eggs. Open fridge. No. 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 No.
Everything in here, no matter how disgusting it may appear to an outsider, is a completely viable culinary option for any self-respecting Englishman. Or indeed for Master Nick. But I'm only authorized to prepare foods on his lordship's ever-evolving Thursday menu today.
Do I really know what is Thursday menu? Is it written somewhere? Randomly trying to find something is in particular that not easy. If you have an idea what you want to find, but you still can't really find it, that isn't really that exciting. So might be doing one and the same thing. Maybe I close and something changes. Fridge. There's nothing there. Pepper and salt. Dishwasher. You don't want some dishwasher? Dishwasher. Dishwasher. Maybe you want to cook some dishwasher. This. Okay. The game isn't done bad.
Now why on earth would I want to do that?
It seems illogical.
I won't deny that the thought of poisoning
Okay,
Master Nick has
I knew that,
occasionally
but I
crossed
thought
my
maybe I
mind,
near
but I
the
would never
knife.
actually go through with it.
You know, desperate,
Probably.
like
Almost
desperate
certainly.
times asks for desperate actions. This, the gloves, the paper. What can I do with this paper? Mops.
There will be plenty of time for that later. And later still. And pretty much on into infinity. You're witnessing a rare moment in which I have something other than pointless mopping up to do.
Very nice. I opened this. Can I like... I can only close it. Yeah, I can close it too. Walk, walk. So what?
I'm not actually allowed to serve anything from these. Master Nick says they're the good plates. And he's saving them for a less rubbish person to put food on them for me.
Yeah, he's kind of asshole. That's tea and that's tea. Okay, I'm gonna push
All
it.
great English homes have tea. I'd commit ritual
I need to-
suicide if we didn't. So naturally, Master Nick regularly tries to surreptitiously dispose of this tea to make me do that.
I do it.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Okay.
These are just biscuits. They've nothing to do with digestion. You say apricot, and I say apricot. Only one of us is correct. And it's me.
Apricot. And what's this?
If I had a pound for every time I've had to explain what Jaffa cakes are to non-British people, I'd be dead.
What would you be dead? Wine cellar. Here, what do we have here? What have I missed? Okay, no. Yes, no. What is this? Not garlic. It's not garlic.
I'm not prepared to say what this is, but it's most certainly not garlic.
But it
We
does.
are not, I feel it's important to point out, French.
It looks like garlic. Well, it does. Okay, where is it? What was that? Herbs.
The H is most decidedly not silent.
Herbs.
There appears to be something hidden just beneath this top layer of potatoes. Master Nick has rather cleverly hidden his cold, soggy chips under these raw potatoes. Well, you can't deny there's a certain logic to that.
I saw it in the first 5 minutes of the gameplay.
Master Nick's Thursday menu does indeed allow for this particular ingredient.
I didn't think I need to listen to him what he says about the potatoes, so I didn't click it. That's why you need to over-click it like 20 times. That's why I do it. This game's a little bit of... how do you say it? French? Yeah, now it makes sense. Only... okay.
Perhaps I should finish rescuing Master Nick from certain death by hanging before I resume preparing his breakfast.
And I was trying so hard to do this. Okay, so I have the... Is there a possibility... I haven't found the gnome yet. Can I go... Yeah, go up, it's all good, bro. Yeah. You can do it, brother. Come on, do it. What's... Oh, okay. Very hard. Can I go to the... what can I do with this?
Marigolds, that's...
Hello, won't you join me, please? I've some urgent business to discuss.
It's going to be polite.
Might I persuade you to alter your landscaping activities just a bit, miss?
Well, you might, but only with orders that have been signed by his lordship. Now if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
Glory, that's for failure.
I need to get it written.
Breakfast.
Signed, baby. We're going to get it. Okay, brother, can you help out? Or are you going to...
What's this then?
Just some amendments to your ever-expanding hedge maze project, sir.
I don't remember signing off on these.
No, sir, you're signing off on them now.
Am I? Oh, it would appear that I am. Well spotted, Willikins.
Indeed, sir.
Okay, thank you for watching, guys. I don't have any more time for this episode. I will see you in the next one.